Wagwan, everybody. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking vomit. Today we're gonna be talking about Codemasters, and Codemasters about to be bought out by Electronic Arts now, it seems, instead of Take-Two. Good question. I don't know. I mean, I do know. Maybe. I don't know. Let's just get right into the video. So according to GamesIndustry.biz and Sky News, Sky News reports that Electronic Arts is gatecrashing the Take-Two Codemasters takeover, and I just took that exactly from the title. So if you didn't know already, Codemasters was set to be bought out by Take-Two Interactive, and this deal was supposed to go forward at the start of 2021, and that's what it seemed to be like until today, when we've learned that Electronic Arts is willing to buy out Codemasters. Now, originally, the Take-Two deal was going to be worth around $726 million, as you can see as I highlight this down here. This was a pretty big deal, but with EA entering the fray, EA could very well be paying upwards of $1 billion in this deal, which is fucking nuts. I mean, $1 billion for Codemasters, okay? That's a bit insane. But it's not insane when you think about... God, I need to like stretch all the way over here to change like the scene. But it's not insane when you factor in that EA loves sports series. They have a big fetish for sports. So if EA is looking at Codemasters and the Codemasters has the F1 license, EA would probably kill to have that F1 license. And then you also have Dirt, Project Cars, Grid, all under your belt as well. And when you're a developer of Need for Speed, that could very much well come in handy, especially when you're looking for talent. There's two scenarios where I can see, one good, one bad, when it comes to EA buying out Codemasters. The first scenario is bad, and that's in which EA kind of cannibalizes itself because it has so many racing IPs kind of eating away at each other. Similar to what they did with Battlefield and Titanfall, having both of them release around the same time, pretty much cannibalize the sales of both, mostly Titanfall 2. But I can also see a situation where Codemasters starts working on Need for Speed games, and Codemasters have put out some pretty dang good racing games. So them working on a Need for Speed series could very well turn the Need for Speed series around. Who knows? Criterion may be doing a great job. Criterion may be doing a poor job with Need for Speed 2021. We don't know that right now. But Codemasters getting their hands on the Need for Speed series could actually be a good thing for the Need for Speed series. Now, I may seem a bit selfish saying that, considering that this may end up with the dissolution. No, I can't talk today. This might end up with the volation. What the fuck? What's the word? This may end up with the cancellation of some series under Codemasters' belt, which is also a negative. I can definitely see the Grid series going away if EA gets their hands on Codemasters. Unless they let Codemasters do their own thing, you know, I can definitely see Grid disappearing, and maybe even the Project Cars series. Who knows? So there definitely are negatives and positives to this. I honestly would much rather see EA, and this is a bit of a hot take, I would much rather see EA take over Codemasters as opposed to Take-Two, seeing how Take-Two has pretty much ruined the 2K NBA series with all their microtransactions, loot boxes. I personally feel EA is doing a bit better in that regard. They're still pretty terrible when it comes to those practices, but I mean, they're still releasing games like Need for Speed Heat and Star Wars, The Fallen Jedi, whatever the hell the last one was, that don't have microtransactions or loot boxes in them at all. So they are definitely releasing games like that. And I personally feel they probably have a bit more creative control. They're letting developers have a bit more creative control when it comes to their games over at EA as opposed to Take-Two. I feel like there'd be a much more of a doomsday scenario if Codemasters were to be bought up by 2K. But that's just me personally. They wouldn't have the same creative control that, like, say, Rockstar has. I need to catch my breath. Oh, wow. I don't know. That's really all I have to say. What are your thoughts on this? There's definitely a good place for discussion in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about this? Let me know what you think down below in the description. But that's it for me tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a good night, everyone.